What's up, everybody? I thought I'd give an update on what's going on with me. I've been having such a tough time finding a job, man. With a felony, it seems almost impossible, so I've been getting really down about that. I thought maybe my only salvation was to maybe start making videos again and try to get popular on YouTube. I know there's a lot of people doing that, but I thought it was worth a try. I've been having good results eating white rice. I'm kind of intrigued by it, and I got a lot of hope in white rice that it'll keep my life going. A lot of people in China consider it, or they say rice is life, so I've been telling some of my family about that, and I feel like it's healing me and detoxifying my body. My skin looks like crap right now, but hopefully it'll clear up soon. I know the rice is. I've noticed that like stuff comes out of my pores the more I eat rice, so I think my internal organs are like detoxifying from candida, which is like a yeast overgrowth or something like that, or intestinal overgrowth of yeast. So, man, I just wish it was easier to get a job with a felony. It's like I got three felonies, unfortunately, and it seems impossible right now. I'm having a hard time maintaining hope in my future and staying optimistic and staying positive and stuff. It really sucks. I'm on probation right now. I wish I could smoke some weed and relax, but that would just end up, causing more problems and possibly getting me sent to jail or prison. So I've just been having a really tough time. I hope things get better and improve. I tried to reach out to as many people as I possibly know, and it's like I don't know if it's just the time of year, the community, or what, but like there's not a lot of help. And I go out in Champaign, Illinois, and I see so many homeless people that are living on the streets, and it's rough. And then I get on YouTube and I watch videos mainly by this guy. His name is Invisible People, and he goes around interviewing homeless people. And like in America, though, it seems like the homeless problem is gigantic. It seems like I don't even know how it's not addressed by presidents or any politicians. I mean, I think the number is something like 500,000 homeless people. I know a lot of them are in Los Angeles, but it's just ridiculous. Like, I never hear any politicians address the situation of homelessness or poverty or anything like that, man. It's insane. I guess one positive is that we just got a new governor in Illinois, J.B. Pritzker. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, and hopefully he's gonna legalize marijuana. I have some hope that when I get off probation, I'll be able to smoke again. I just want the pain relief and I want the relaxation because I've been so stressed out. I've been having tax problems too from not filing my taxes for like 10 years, and it's just bad. I've been trying to get caught up on that, man. Just like once you stop using and you got to get your life back together, it's like everything is just this overwhelming obstacle, and it seems almost impossible. So I've been having thoughts of suicide and stuff, and it's just not good. I wish I had more people I could reach out to. I'm hoping that maybe people out in the YouTube world will be able to comment and say something positive or something, some kind of advice or something, man. Because this is just rough, man. I never knew that having a background could be this much trouble, man. Like some companies will be like, well, if it's 7 years or older, we'll give you a chance. But what I don't understand is like I went to prison, I did my time. I did like a year in prison. I've probably done a year altogether in jails. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done my time. Like that was the punishment. So like when you get out, you don't expect further punishment as far as people not hiring you. But that's exactly what's happening. Like more punishment on top of more punishment for something I did a while ago, and it's just I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It was just aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and just some stupid fight in a parking lot that like completely has ruined my life now. Like my options are so limited now. I'm trying to stay positive as much as possible. I guess I'm pretty fortunate that some of my family's helping me out with housing, and I can go to soup kitchens and get free food and stuff like that. I guess it's good. There are some positives to not having a job. I mean, you can relax more and you can have more downtime. I want to try to start making videos every day just because I need something to do. I need some kind of outlet. I used to have a lot of videos on YouTube. I used to have videos with like 10,000 views. I used to talk about the stock market and stuff. And back when I was trading, and I kind of got out of that because I lost money. I wasn't very good at it. And I think Warren Buffett says like 90% of investors lose money. So my my hope a lot is really in like a vegan diet. I've been trying to eat vegan. I've been eating meat pretty much for the past week. Like when I go to the Daily Bread Soup Kitchen. But before that, I went like 2 months without eating any meat, and that's when I got really heavy into rice, and I felt like my body was detoxifying. my skin's like releasing all these toxins in my body, which is kind of painful and annoying. But I feel a little bit better each day, and I have more energy. I've been able to ride my bike around town and stuff like that. Wish I wasn't smoking cigarettes. I've been smoking cigarettes a little bit more than I should. Really, I should have never started. It was just due to the stress. I was so stressed out. So I hope everybody out there is having a much better time than me. I'm sorry to complain this entire video. I wish I had more positive things to say and more inspiration to give you. Just life seems like it sucks right now, and I just don't know what to do sometimes. I thought I'd try to reach out to some people. So I think what I'm going to do going forward is try to cut back on the meat again, because this week of eating meat hasn't really been the greatest. I've been having like digestive problems and stomach pain and stuff like that, and I just look around at so many people in the community, and there's so many overweight people, and I would like to recommend checking out John McDougall, who is I guess the proprietor of a system called the Starch Solution, where you eat the majority of your calories and starches, like rice or potatoes. He's a huge fan of potatoes, but I prefer rice to potatoes, so I've been doing rice. Um, that's like my only hope going forward, is that somehow I'll get healthy enough where I'll be able to find a job despite all the obstacles, and I'll be able to get back on track. And I'd love to have a girlfriend again, a full-time job where I can support myself and not rely on anyone, to be completely independent, and just get back on track. I've been praying a little bit, and I'm really not that religious of a person at all. I mean, I read the Bible like constantly in jail and prison, because sometimes that was the only thing to read. So I've gone through it like front to back like a couple times, and I was really into the New Testament, and I might start reading that again. I don't know. It definitely has helped, and for a while I thought it changed my perception of reality. Like, I thought it stuck with me. I thought it like reprogrammed my mind, to be more positive and optimistic and grateful. But lately I've just been getting so down, because like maybe I've just been watching too many videos on YouTube of homeless people. But I'm just like, this is insane. All the people in Los Angeles living on Skid Row, like, how does the city not do anything about that? People are dying. I just found out today that one of my buddies from campus died. He was running from the police, and he was a good friend of mine, man. We really enjoyed smoking weed together on a few occasions, and he looked out for me, always gave me a few cigarettes or money for free, and like, man, I'm finding out he's died, and there's more homeless people here now than there was, it seems like, and there's people living on the streets, and there's people that just don't care, and I'm like, what is the cause of all this? And I like seriously wonder sometimes, like, if the whole root cause of all the problems, like, in the entire world, is just maybe stems from eating meat. And like, maybe as humans we were never supposed to eat meat in the first place. And once we started eating meat, we became aggressive, and then we started killing each other, and then we started going to war, and it's never really been a good life for anyone. I mean, on planet Earth, because all we do is kill each other. We're always at war. We're never not at war. I mean, for like the past 100 years, we're always at war with somebody. We're always killing somebody. And we're the richest country in the entire world, and we have 500,000 homeless people. And there's like 6 times the amount of homeless people for empty houses. And the politicians don't even address these issues at all. I've never heard a politician talk about homeless people. I've never heard a politician talk about empty houses. It's a miracle they're actually talking about legalizing marijuana, because I feel like that could at least spur some job growth. But I mean, when that happens, who knows? If it actually stimulates the economy, who knows? I'm just hoping it doesn't have any really bad repercussions, like making the economy worse or making homelessness worse, because weed is legal in California, and there's like something like 170,000 homeless people in California. So I'm just hoping it doesn't make this situation any worse for Illinois. I don't see how things can get much worse, man. But what I don't understand is, like, the stock market's been going up since 2008, right? The economy has supposedly improved and is restored. I mean, the stock market was at like 6,500. It reached a low. It was like 7,000 in 2008. and it's 2018, almost 2019, and last time I checked it was at like 23,000. So it's gone up so much, it's unbelievable. But yet, when I walk outside, I still see homeless people, and I see people every day asking me for money or cigarettes. So like the community that I'm in doesn't seem like it's doing too well at all, and that's with the stock market going up massively. Like I find it hard to believe that the stock market can continue to go up like this. So there's obviously going to be a pullback or a recession. There hasn't been a recession since 2008. For a decade, there hasn't been a recession. So there's going to be a recession at some point in the future. What's going to happen when there's that recession? I mean, there's already this many homeless people. What's going to happen when there's another recession? Are the homeless people going to double? I mean, it's insane, man. I just don't know what to do sometimes. I just, I'm to the point where I'm like, I honestly don't know what to think of America, man. There's so many homeless people. There's so much poverty. We're constantly at war. We're supposedly the richest country in the world, but we're the fattest and sickest country in the world. I mean, in China, nobody's fat. I mean, what the hell is going on? I mean, we eat so much meat. All the slaughterhouses are disgusting. Watching a video of slaughterhouses is like the most depressing thing possible. I don't know how I've been able to eat meat this past week. I really let myself down. I shouldn't have done it. I kind of failed as like a morally intact person. I just noticed I was getting sick, which was probably just the common flu, and then I used it as an excuse to start eating meat again. I probably shouldn't have, because I was doing really good with weight loss. I probably lost a good 30 pounds from cutting off meat and dairy. Cheese was really, really bad for me. Like the cheese I noticed was just horrible as far as causing constipation. Since starting the rice, I've had really good bowel movements, so that's one thing that like I'm really optimistic about. Like for the first 33 years of my life, I ate meat like almost every day, sometimes every meal, pretty much every meal, like the normal standard American diet. And my only like optimism or my hope, my I guess my hope is that if I continue to eat rice for 33 years and try to equal out all the meat eating, that I'll become a really healthy person, a really happy person, and I'll be able to, kind of create some kind of life for myself and have a family and kids. And man, right now it seems impossible to get a girlfriend when you don't have a job, pay your bills when you don't have a job. I'm just so fearful because I've been homeless in the past, probably from 2010 to 2015, probably for a good 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I was homeless, and like I've noticed that it never leaves. The fear of being homeless never leaves you. Like I think that's what some people probably would never understand is if you've never been homeless, like just being homeless, like being outside and not having a place to go, like that, man, that was like the worst feeling in the world. Is sleeping outside, and then like I don't know how to get rid of the fear that I might go back to that. So I guess I should probably in this video have pretty much spilled all my thoughts and got it out of my system. It's been nice to talk to YouTube, and I at least feel like there's somebody out there that might listen. It's like some of my other videos don't have many views, but I feel like if I put a video out there, at least one person will listen, and it might be worth my trouble putting my thoughts out there because maybe somebody will benefit or maybe they'll learn something. I've watched so many videos on YouTube, it's ridiculous. That's all I've done for like the past 3 or 4 months. Really, not all I've done, but the majority of what I spend my time on is watching videos on YouTube. I watched all the vegan documentaries. I've watched countless invisible people documentary or videos about homeless people. I've watched a lot of bodybuilding videos. I was really into weightlifting, but I just haven't had the energy for it lately. I went through a bad episode of different psychiatric drugs that really messed up my body, and the side effects were unbearable. Insomnia and different things, restlessness, and I'd be up pacing all night and getting off them, especially Ativan, was really, really difficult. So I feel like some of the side effects are like weakness and stuff like that. So I feel like that kind of hindered my weightlifting. But I do have a membership at Planet Fitness, and I hope to get back out there and work out soon because I really like working out, man. The bodybuilding industry is interesting to me. I don't really support all the meat eating that goes on. I don't think it's good for the body, and I don't really support the steroid use because I've seen a lot of young guys, not a lot of young guys, but recently, I think Dallas McCarver died of a heart attack, and Rich Piana died of some complications. There's been a lot of people that have died from steroids. I mean, not a lot of people, but more than what should. I mean, if you're like 20 years old, you definitely shouldn't be having heart problems or heart complications like that. So I think the sport is a little out of hand with the steroids and the meat eating, but I do think there's promise there in the future. I mean, there is a vegan bodybuilder. There's a new documentary coming out called The Game Changers with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, and one of the guys in it is a bodybuilder, and he's doing pretty well competitively. That was always my dream, is to go to California, which I did go to California, and I wanted to become a bodybuilder, a vegetarian bodybuilder, and be really successful at it. And what ended up happening was I just smoked a lot of weed, and then a friend died in a car accident, and then I got into harder drugs like cocaine and stuff like that, and um, just made things a lot worse. I really didn't accomplish any of my goals and came back to Illinois and really haven't been right since. So hopefully something will work out. I just put all my faith in rice. Rice is life, and I hope to have a life. Talk to you later.